In database performance tuning and monitoring, the Query Store feature in SQL Server and Azure SQL Database provides a powerful tool for capturing query performance metrics over time. By persistently tracking query runtime statistics, the Query Store enables database administrators to identify performance regressions, analyze execution plans, and troubleshoot issues. However, when working with large datasets or in complex environments, the Query Store interface itself can become a bottleneck, slowing down the analysis process. I was curious to find out if this bottleneck was caused by querying the underlying data or if the delay was caused by the Query Store interface. To capture the query, I launched the built-in standard session that you can find on every server. This session will show me, amongst other information, the text of the queries that are executed. I went back to the Query Store and selected the detailed grid. In the background, the query to retrieve the data was executed. I copied the content of the cell that I needed to a new query editor window and performed some initial cleanup. When I had the correct text that I wanted, I used the website sqlformat.org to make the query more readable. I copied the formatted query to a new window in SQL Server Management Studio and reused the parameters from the original query. Now I had a first usable version that gave me the same numbers as in the totals overview in the Query Store. I repeated this process so I could add the values for the averages to my query. I also removed the information about the weight statistics because they were not important for me at this time. For this demo, I used a database with very little information in the Query Store. But when I tested this query on larger datasets, the information was retrieved much faster than it was displayed by the Query Store interface. In all fairness, I must say that we don't retrieve all the information that is shown in the graphical interface. For example, we don't retrieve the query plans. I now showed you how I use the standard extended event session to retrieve the query that is used by the Query Store. But you could do the same for all queries that are executed in the background of your SQL Server Management Studio. You can find more information on my website t-bart.com.